All right, ladies, come have a seat. So this past weekend, I had a pretty wild weekend. Aside from going to the theater, I went to visit my ailing father in Florida. And it was a quick trip, to say the least. And it reminds me that, we study this. I study this all the time in my philosophy classes, that, we all have an expiration date. We're not here forever. And the question is, what are we going to do with our days? How are we going to look back on our life with the decisions we made? Are we going to be happy that we never had a taste of cheesecake, or we always denied ourselves sweet things, or that we always worked and we didn't take opportunities when they arose? This is the sweetness of life, and this is what we're here to do, is to love our life and experience life. The taste, it's called the taste, the rasa of life. There is a wonderful proverb that says that we should live as if we're going to die tomorrow. Live each day as if you're going to die tomorrow. How wise. We're the authors of Proverbs. And so I see now that as, life goes forward for us, every philosophy that I study, which is really two, have their own philosophy on death. Just saying the word is kind of hard. The Hindu philosophy feels that we should always, they said death comes from the north. So we're always facing south. And so because the gift of life is not knowing when it's going to happen. We don't want to know what happens. As a matter of fact, the worst thing that can happen to us is to know exactly when it's going to happen. So we live each day to its fullest, and we set our intention every day to walk outside, whether it's sunny or cloudy, whether it's cold or warm. We're just going to embrace the goodness and look for the good, right? But you have to set your intention to do it, because it's not natural. So sit up nice and tall. Draw the back of your shoulder blades down your back, the front of your chest lifted up. Take your hands to your lap. Close your eyes and notice your breath. I like to think of my breath as that it's given to us, each of us, by some energy that's beyond what we can imagine, because scientists cannot create a living, breathing anything from nothing, right? So imagine that breath comes deep within your soul. That's always quiet, that's always peaceful. Imagine seeing that space deep within you, like the depth of the ocean. Take two more big, full, big breaths. Notice how your rib cage expands when you sit up tall. And imagine you think this is as tall as you're going to be until we start moving and lengthening our spine. But we keep our heart open, so our lungs and our heart, our physical heart, can really expand and contract within us. Then slowly open your eyes. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up, and imagine you're reaching up for a rope. There's a big rope from the heavens, and you're reaching it up and you're trying to pull it down. It's very effortful. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Oh yeah. Really reach it so you're going side to side, and you're reaching nice and long. Alrighty, that feels better. Good. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Now twist to your right. Inhale back to center. And twist to your left. And inhale to center. And to the right. So because I was on a plane this weekend for quite a few hours, I'm going to hear a lot of air in my body, in my joints, because when you fly, it messes up your air dosha, called your vata. I'm going to feel a little disoriented for a while until I balance it out with my fire and my earth, which is what I'm doing right now on my mat, right? Last one, all the way over. Oh, yeah. And back to center. And let's come right into table pose, hands and knees. So today I want to move into our hips a bit. So make your way into cat and cow. This is something you can do every day. You should do every day. Just to keep your spine nice and flexed, extended. You know, we're not going to beat our expiration date, guys. But we can make it as healthy and strong as we are able. Right? Exhale. Good. Make sure you're still breathing and make your way back to center. Extend your right leg back behind you, and you're simply going to lift and tap and lift and tap. So I want you to be sure that you don't take it in your low back. It means you're going to go too high, you're going to feel it in the low back. Now, if you want to come a little deeper, you can come onto your forearms and lift and tap and lift. Good. And squeeze. Oh, it's so good to be back here on my mat. Yeah. I think many of you are going to be flying this season, which is great, but just know what it does to your body. And when your air dosha gets all messed up, you have to work more on earth and fire, which is effort and intention and rest. Okay. 8, 7, 5. Exhale. 2. Good. 1. Now come back onto your hands, come onto the tiptoes of your back right foot. I'm going to move more forward and reach your right heel back. Get a nice stretch in the back of your right leg. Big stretch there. Good. And come back to center. Now the same right leg you're going to take out to the right. So you're going to keep your knee bent and aim your right knee out to the right. And then what I want you to do is tap outside the left shin. And then you're going to come all the way out to the right again. And tap outside your left shin. And you're going to feel the right hip also. And tap. And inhale. And exhale. So it's quite a distance. You have to take the whole breath. And if you feel you need a break, what are you going to do? You're going to take a break, right? 5, 4, 2, 1. And get that last tap in and come back to center and just take some hip circles here. Moving with the breath, closing your eyes, just feeling the sensations of your body. Big breath, big breathing. And now we're going to go right to the other side. Extending your left leg back behind you so you can stay on your hands, lift and lower, making sure you're not taking it in your low back. If you want to go deeper, when your body's on an incline like this, you also have gravity to work against, which is really nice. That helps us become a little stronger. Good. So where my parents live in Florida, the halva and the pastries there are so good. to really control myself. And 8, 7, good. 5, slowly to, I want you to just get into the habit of getting into your breath. And oh yeah. And come back to table pose, taking a few hip circles here. Now, if your wrists are kind of done, you can just kind of flip your palms up so that your fingers aim towards you and make your way into a cat pose, taking your hips back, and you'll get a big stretch in your ankles. Cat pose, hips back, big full breath. Right. And kind of shake out your wrists, guys. Shake, shake, shake it out. Take care of our wrists. All right, back to table. This time you're going to take your left knee out to the left and dip it outside your right shin and all the way out to the left. And tap and lift. Tap. Good. So Monday and Tuesday, I really like to get into our hips and our thighs. Good. Let's count 5. Exhale. Yep. 4. Yeah. You should feel a nice heat happening in the hips. Oh. And back to table. And cats and cows, once again, just kind of shaking out your hips. Now extend your right leg back, right leg forward, flexing the front right ankle, getting a nice stretch in the whole back side of your right leg. As you inhale, you're going to take the right hip back, and then stepping into your right foot, take your right shin forward. Good. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Big stretch. So when you flex your ankle, inhale back, really flex that ankle, flex it, take the right hip back and forward. Good. A couple more times, really effortful. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Now step your right foot to the earth. Take your left hand to the earth and make a big opening. Rolling your left ribs forward. Lean back, open it up, oh, big twist. And reach your right arm forward, taking your right hand to the earth or to blocks. And you're gonna lift your back left knee right into a lunge. Yeah, so just make sure your right knee is above your right ankle. Your hands can be on blocks. I really like that. And you're gonna lower your left knee towards the earth and extend. And lower and extend. Good. Lower. So I want you to fire up that left inner thigh. That's what we're working on, that left adductor. That is a muscle that's not as thick as the others and tends to get a little, needs a little bit more work to really fire it up. Good. To tone it up. Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3. Last one. Oh yeah, you should feel nice heat there. Now you're going to shorten your stance and widen your stance as you lengthen both legs long. Take your right outer hip back. Then you're going to step your feet down and circle your arms all the way up. Oh yeah, nice long spine. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, lift your heart. And now with the right outer hip drawing back, I want you to kind of definitely find a nice forward flexion, lifting your arms up off your back. You can even release your head just a bit, but not your breath. We're always going to be able to sit on the floor and get up, ladies, right? Exhale, release your hands to the earth, stepping into your right foot, lift your left leg all the way up, releasing your head and your neck, and step your left foot beside your right, forward fold. Yeah. Pressing your feet down, circle your arms all the way up. Grab your left wrist and lift. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Grab your right wrist and lift. Exhale to the left. Ugh. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up, reaching your heart forward and your inner thigh bones, roll them back. Exhale all the way into your first plank. With your knees either up or down, you know it doesn't matter, but your shoulder blades are hugged together. Draw the belly back. And if you can stay here just for a few seconds, it's really good for the core. And then you're going to lower your knees. For the first one, I want you to roll your thigh bones to the earth, then your pelvis, toenails to the earth. Take your hands back just a bit, shoulder blades down your back. So I want you to reach the shoulders down and then take your hands to the earth and make your way into your cobra so that you're always into a nice aligned cobra. This is what it should feel like. And right into down dog. And walk your dog. Oh yeah, and notice your breath. Yeah. And then lower your knees back to the earth. Extending your left leg forward, flexing your front left ankle. Take your left outer hip back. That's the inhale. Then step into your left foot. Take your left shin forward. And then inhale back. And exhale forward. And inhale back. Oh, make it really edgy. Every breath, you want to taste the flavor of the moment of what you're doing. It should feel, ooh, yeah, right? Because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And if we're lucky enough to have tomorrow, we're going to live like tomorrow's our last day, right? All right, 2 more times, just like that. Oh, yeah, right into it. Love it. Now step into your left foot. Take your right hand to the earth in line with your right shoulder and open it up. Roll your right ribs to the left and lean back. Take a big breath. Here I am, enjoying this moment. You can extend your left arm forward. Exhale your left hand to the earth. And you can take your hands to blacks as you lift your right leg up off the earth. Good. And once you have your lunge, you're going to lower and extend and lower. So you're not tapping, you're just releasing the right inner thigh and then extending it. So you're firing that little inner thigh muscle, firing her up. Lower. Moving with the breath. Good. 4, 3, good. Last one. Now you're going to walk your hands back, lengthening both legs long. You're going to shorten your stance and widen your stance. Taking your left outer hip back. So you're going to feel your hips square to the front of your mat. Left hip back should feel pretty edgy. Press both feet down and circle your arms all the way up. All the way tall. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, left outer hip back. And then you're going to lower just from the top of the pelvis. So you're going to really engage your core here and get a nice stretch in your hip flexors. Maybe you'll release your head. Big stretch in your upper back. Big full breath. Good. Exhale, release your hands to the earth. Stepping into your left foot, you're going to extend your right leg back. And then you're going to lower your right knee and extend. And lower the right. Extend. Good. Firing up the right inner thigh. One more, couple more times. Good. And then you're going to step into your left foot. Step your right foot beside your left, forward fold. Oh yeah. And circle your arms all the way up. And bring your palms together to your heart center and release. So we're going to do something kind of different today. I want you to step into your right foot. We're going to find a little balance as you take your left foot back and your left foot back. And you're going to take your right hand and see if you can reach towards the left. And then you're going to come back to center. All right, let's try it again. Your left foot, you can almost a curtsy, but you're going to reach to the left and come back. Got it? And exhale. You take the whole breath. Inhale up. There's going to be a tendency to fly through the moment, but we're here to really experience the moment. So both knees bend. When you're back there, your hips are back. Notice how I take my bum back and then I bring it forward. So it's deeper than a squat because you're in a curtsy. And if you ever meet the queen, there you are, you're all prepared. You know how to curtsy. Of course, there's nothing in Proverbs preparing us to meet the queen, so. Okay, 5, 4. Good. Really get your bum back and forward. And forward. And release. Take some hip circles here. Notice if your right shoulder feels more warmed up than your left. So we're going to change sides. Now you're going to step into your left foot. Your right foot's going to draw back or behind, coming into that squat, that curtsy with your hips back. Left arm, left elbow back. And you're going to reach over and come back to center. And exhale. And inhale. Slowly, there's some balance here. I always want to work on that too. So your chest stays mostly forward. I don't want you to get a lot of twist in here. Well, there's twist, but I want you to take your chest forward. Good. But the more you take your bum back, the deeper you get into that little squat. It's kind of subtle, which is not my strong suit. Good. 5. Exhale. 4. Good. 3. Yeah. 2. Elbow back. Last 1. Oh yeah. Now we're standing up straight. Take a nice full breath. Close your eyes. Set your intention with your feet grounded. The vata, the air inside you lifting you, and the fire in your belly, stepping into your life like today's the last day, right? Okay, and slowly bend your knees, shins forward, bum back. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Stay low as you twist to your right, keeping your left outer hip back. Good. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to your left. Keep the right hip back, opening it up. You might not, I'm not hearing any more gas in my joints because I told you I was flying and my vata is going to be all messed up. But when you start working it, you get back to a balance. Okay, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step back to your version of plank, whatever it looks like. And then you're going to lower your knees to the earth and lower your pelvis to the earth. Option 1, I like option 1 a lot. We might even stay this way. You're going to take your palms up so that your palms are hovering on the earth, and notice what happens to your upper back. We want to keep that toning. Then you're going to take your hands to the earth and lift your chest. Now, continue like this. Inhale, exhale down, inhale up. Now, if you don't go so high up on your back, you know what that means? It means nothing. It means you're listening. Inhale, oh, and exhale. Can you go a little slower? Inhale, inhale. Inhale. Two more times. So this is going to prepare your shoulders to do a beautiful cobra or up dog without any misalignment. So now let's do a cobra, or you can lift your thigh bones with your toenails to the earth and do a cobra or an up dog and right into down dog. There you go. Nice strong shoulders, walking your dog, taking your chest towards your thigh bones. Good. Walk your dog. See if you can bend your knee, and take the opposite heel. So if your left knee is bent, your right heel might reach a little bit towards the earth. And try the other way. Yeah, this is going to get really into the peroneal muscles, your Achilles tendon, right? You want to get those tendons nice and juicy if you can, they're not easy. All right, inhale, lift your right leg up behind you, bend your right knee, open your right hip. Extend your right leg all the way back. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Press your feet down and circle your arms right into warrior one. Okay, so the first warrior one is going to look like this. You can take your hands to your hips, come onto the tiptoes of your left foot, and you're going to lower, and you're going to lift. So we do this all the time when we do weights, but this time we're going to lower our knees, take our chest forward, and come back up. Chest forward. So you're going to tip the top of the pelvis forward. You're going to get into those hip flexors, which is going to be really great when we come into Janu Shirshasana. Good. And all the way up. So you're going to lower and extend. You can even take your palms together and extend. Good. 4, 3. So if you take the heels of your hands together, press them together, the whole center of your body will become more steady. Try that. 2, and this one, last one. Oh yeah. Circle your arms up and come right into warrior 2. Right into warrior 2. Shoulder blades down your back. Reach into warrior 2. Make sure your right toes are out to the right, your right thigh bone is back. Even pressing the right thigh bone back, you'll find it makes a difference. Now you're deep into a warrior 2, and then you're going to lift it up. And then you're going to press it down. Right thigh bone out. Inhale up. Now take your left shoulder back. Good. Inhale up. Now keep the right thigh bone back and the left shoulder back. And it's a little steady, a little different. Good. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. This is just our first one through on the right. Last one. And all the way into warrior 2. Take your right forearm to your right thigh, pressing the forearm down, lifting the right waist up, extending the left arm. Stay deep, deep, deep. Good. Now take your hips back. And then once your hips are back, you can lengthen both your legs long into a really lovely triangle pose. And just stay with the breath. The right waist is lifted. Oh, right into those beautiful hips of yours. Yeah, that's it. Good. Exhale your left hand back to the floor. Step back to dog. Good. Now inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Bending your left knee, open the left hip. Oh, I just feel myself being lifted. Extend your left leg back. And then step your left foot forward. We're coming right into warrior 1, all the way up. Good. First, we're going to get our footing. Then take your hands to your hips. Come to the tiptoes of your back right foot. You're going to lower your back knee. and extend and lower and extend, but this time we're going to come forward and come up and come forward and come up. We're squeezing into that center and lifting and tasting life, right? Lower, extend, lower, 4, 3, ooh, just feel the left hip, 2, the left quad, glute, the last one, and all the way up, warrior 1, and right into warrior 2. So I'm going to move around so you can see me. Make sure the left thigh bone's out. The left toes are directly forward. Check out the left toes, your left toes. Good, ready? Coming deep. And then inhale, like you're lifting up something heavy. And then exhale, press it down. So if you lift something heavy, it'll require your core engagement. And lower. And lift. Oh yeah, and lower. And lift. Oh yeah, and lower, a little deeper. 2 more times. I know slow is not real popular, but see if you can do it anyhow. Good, and all the way back. Now take your left forearm to your left thigh, lifting the left waist, rolling it forward, and come deep into that space. Oh yeah. Then take your hips back, and start lengthening both legs long right into a triangle. Oh yeah. So the left waist is lifting you up. Your left hands are just kind of dangling there. You're opening and closing. Good, right into the beautiful space. Take your right hand to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Oh, yeah. Lower your knees wide, big toes together, and right into a child pose. And close your eyes and notice your breath. Good. Okay. Come back to table. Now you're going to step your right foot out to the right, and then you're going to pivot your right toes forward and away from you. So they go past the long edge of your mat. Take your left hand to the right just a little bit so that your left hand and your left shoulder are in line. You never want your left hand to be behind your shoulder. You want it in line, okay? Got it, guys? Good. Now, I want to work into the left oblique. So option 1 is to keep your right foot grounded, your left knee on the earth, and lift from the left oblique. You exhale, as if my hands are on your left waist and I'm lifting it up. That's option 1. When we work our obliques like this, it also helps our spine. Now, option 2 is you can extend your bottom left leg straight, coming onto the pinky toe side edge of your bottom left foot. You can keep your right hand on your hip, your right arm up, and you're going to lift. So however you choose to do it, with your left knee or up or down, matters not. Just reach from the left waist. Good. And it's not a big movement because I want you to keep the muscle engaged. Lift and lift and lift. Good. And 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, last one. And all the way back where we started, left knee down and back to table. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. And just shake it out, find some, whatever feels good, kind of shake your hips. All right, now you're going to take your right hand in line with your right shoulder, And step your left foot out to the left and spin your left toes out and away from you. And open up your heart, rolling the right waist forward and lifting the right ribs. With your right knee on the earth, you can lift and lower, which is just as good as extending your bottom right leg long and lifting the right waist. So find your way. Make sure you're exhaling and you're going really slow and savoring even when it's difficult. Savoring every moment, because I guarantee you, this too shall pass, right? Good. And 8. Think about your spine here. These side planks are what's used by a lot of scoliosis doctors for your paraspinal muscles. 5, 4, last one. Oh, notice how down to our core and back to table. So now I want you to either sit back on your heels or put a block behind you or something, a blanket behind you, a pillow, sitting up tall, shoulder blades down your back. Close your eyes. And once again, notice how you're stepping into this moment. Notice how your body feels. Notice where your shoulders are at, your core, your hips. Yeah. All right, one more series. Okay, back to table pose and into down dog. Now this time, I'd like you to heel toe your feet to your hands, or if you like, you can take your hands to your feet until you find your nice deep forward fold here. Notice how you're really nice and flexy in your hip flexors. Press your feet down and circle your arms all the way up and bring your palms together to your heart center. And release. Okay, last standing. You gotta do right and left though. Okay, Utkatasana. Circle your arms all the way up. This time you're going to take your palms back, palms up, come onto the tiptoes of your right foot. This releases your hip. And then your left. Good. And then your right. And then your left. Okay, good. Another way. Okay. Now, shins forward, bum back, take your hands to your hips. You can lift your right knee up, and then you're going to step your right foot back. Lower your back right knee, extend it up, and then you're going to lean forward, lifting your right knee up and back. So this is what we've been working for, okay? Here it goes. Right knee lifts, you're stepping your left foot, take your right leg back, lower your right knee, extend. Remember the right inner thigh, and then you're going to lift your right knee up, find that balance, and back. Okay, ready? A few more times. Lift your knee, step it back, lower, extend. Stepping into your left foot, lift. And back. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, and lower. Inhale back and lift. Good. Last one. Lift, step, lower. Up, back, okay. All right, other side. Lift your left knee. Now get into your right foot, really stepping into your right foot. Lift your left knee, your belly's got to be engaged. You take your palms out, you take your hands together. So lift, step back, lower, extend. So we get into a rhythm of it. Exhale and back. Inhale, exhale. Yeah. Hope you don't feel like that when you kind of beat your butt today, guys. Okay, 2 more times on the left. Do it your way. Okay, back to center. Utkatasana, fierce warrior. Shins forward, bum back. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, palms together, twist to your right, left to back. Inhale to center. Exhale, change sides, however you twist is good. Inhale to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank and either take your half vinyasa or right into down dog. Always good, right? Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, take your palms back, lean forward. And stepping into your right foot, you're going to lift your left leg up right into warrior three, airplane pose. We're just going to be there. And it might not be as hard as it usually might be. Take a breath. Oop. And then step back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. You've been here. Make sure your right thigh bone's back. Take your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward, inner thigh bones back. Heart sweeps forward. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, your right forearm to your right thigh. You're going to lift the right obliques. Take your hips back and inhale to triangle pose. No problem, right? Good. Exhale your left hand to the earth and step back to dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind, left leg, guys, behind you. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, reach your heart forward, your palms back. And with your left foot forward, you're going to make your way into an airplane and you're just going to be there. And you're going to breathe. You're going to be amazed at however you do it. Maybe smile. Yeah. And then inhale right into warrior two. Make sure your left toes are out to the left. Take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, softish elbows, and then reach your hips back and your chest sweeps forward. So you get all that length. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale your left forearm to your left thigh. Make sure your left toes are out to the left. I don't want them forward. Lifting the left waist and rolling it forward. Good. So those obliques are nice and cooked. Take your bum back, lengthen both legs long, right into that last triangle. Good. Take your right hand to the earth, and then step your right foot forward and wide of your left, toes out, and right into your yoga squat, whatever it looks like. You could be sitting on a chair. You can take your forearms to your thighs. You can take your hips right towards the earth. Those are all squats. And they all look different for all of us because, alas, we are all different. Yay. Take a few breaths. Savoring the moment. Maybe even grateful that we found each other, that we do this together. I know I am. And then all the way onto your bum. Oh, yeah. Now I want you to take your legs pretty wide. Yeah, we're going to play with our new toy, our hips. And kind of slide your bum forward with your hands pressing back, and you'll get a little deeper in your hips. Yeah. Now you're going to bend your right knee so that the sole of your right foot is high up into your left thigh. I want you to take your ribs and just roll them towards your right thigh. Good. Extend your right arm to the earth, reaching your left arm over, giving a nice length in the left side of your body. And now you're going to take your left elbow inside your left inner thigh and press the left elbow back so much that the left ribs roll forward. And then you're just going to find your way, maybe even reaching your right arm up to the sky or over towards the toes, your left toes, and just get a nice breath here. Oh yeah, you might be surprised at how deep you get. Good. Take another breath. Good. Now keeping both thigh bones pressed down. That's where it comes from. Thigh bones down, belly back. Inhale, come all the way up. Now you're going to aim your ribs towards your left knee. You're going to slide your left outer hip back as if you're walking. Let me show you. The left hip back. Good. And you're going to aim your heart towards your left knee. And now you're going to use all those toned flexors to flex from the top of the pelvis forward. Maybe you'll reach towards your left ankle, or you'll reach towards your left foot. And you'll just see where you go. Closing your eyes, thigh bones grounded, and your left heel is grounded. That will protect your knee. And take a few breaths here. Just find your edge. Good. Then press your thigh bones down, come all the way back up. And let's shake that baby out. Oh, what do you think, guys? Are you impressed with yourselves? You should be. All right, legs wide. Ankles flexed. I like to even roll my inner thighs towards the earth and my bum. Sit up tall. Let's take one stretch here. So your heels are grounded, your ankles are flexed. Your thigh bones are pressing to the earth. So from the pelvis down, you are earth. You are grounded earth. But from the center of the pelvis up, you are air. So as you circle your arms up, I want you to feel the lifting of the vata. And from the center of the pelvis down, I want you to feel the earthing of the tamas, of the earth within you. And then maybe take the top of the pelvis once again and just see where you get forward in a nice forward stretch here. Close your eyes. With every exhale, you can release into it. With every inhale, you come out of it just a little tiny bit. There. Then pressing your thigh bones down, walk your hands back and come all the way up. Yeah. Now you're going to bend your left knee. I like to take my first two fingers of my left hand under my left, behind my left knee, and just kind of coax the knee into a bend. And that way, I get a nice clean bend in my left knee. Keeping your heart forward, you're going to extend your right arm up and reach all the way over to your left. Oh yeah. Preparing that side of your body, as we've been doing through the practice. Now you're going to come to center. You're going to take your right elbow, bend it at 90 degrees. Take your right forearm inside your right thigh. Press the forearm back, the right ribs forward. So it's really powerful. And then extend your left arm all the way up and over towards your right shin or foot or ankle. Just see where you get. The two sides of your body are going to be different. So you might not get to your toes, and it doesn't matter, right? So just lean your head back, find your breath, make sure your chin is not tipped towards your chest. Yeah, you're going to get deeper than you thought, guys. So go past an assumption, right? Smile, listen to your breath. Good. Good. Press both thigh bones down. And come all the way back up. Whoa, it's a long way. Okay, now you're going to twist to your right, and you're going to slide your right hip back. Right hip slides back, walks back. Now your heart is aiming towards your right knee. Inhale, circle your arms up, and then aim your heart towards your right knee and just fold into that space. Just see where you get. It doesn't matter where your hands are. It's not about the hands. It's just about grounding from the pelvis down, is if you're planting your thigh bones, your heels, and lifting from the heart, from the center of the pelvis up. And then as you exhale, you just release into the pose. You inhale out, you exhale in. Good. Press your thigh bones down to come all the way up. Oh my God. Sometimes I just forget where I am. Okay, and shake it out. Oh my goodness. Good. Draw your knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug. Great work, ladies, I have to say. Take a breath here and then come all the way to lying on your back. Good. Let's start with this. Take your right knee in towards your chest, rolling your right ankle. You can extend your left leg long, or you can bend your left knee. They're both good options. It doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is extend your right leg as if you're, and flex your right ankle. Imagine your right heel's on the earth and you're pressing it forward like it's in a rusty track. And then you're going to press it back, same right heel back, and then take your right knee in towards your chest. And then again, your right ankle is flexed. You're pressing your right heel down and it's in a rusty old track. You're pressing it forward and then you're pulling that flexed ankle back, pull it back, and then take your right knee in towards your chest. And a few more times, just like that, flexed, drawing it forward and pressing it back. It's stuck, it's stuck, it's stuck. Oh, now take it in. Oh, 2 more times because it feels so good. Flex, 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 press it forward. Flex, 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 pull it back. And in. Oh yeah, last one. Flex, flex, flex. Inhale. And last one. Good. Oh yeah. And release. Notice how your right hip is lower than your left and your right hip is hotter than your left. Yeah, let's do it to the left. Now take your left knee in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Flex your left ankle. Just gonna roll the left ankle. I'm still getting gas in my left ankle. Oh boy. I'm a Vata kind of airy person anyway. All you have to do is put me on an airplane and wah. I didn't sleep that night that we were in Florida. Okay, ready guys? Now flex your left ankle, take your left heel to the earth and press it into the really old rusty track and then pull the ankle back, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, and then take your left knee in. Good. Exhale, pull it. I mean, push it forward. Inhale it back and draw it in. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Press, 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 take your time. That left ankle is super flexed, like it's stepping on a floor. Good. 2 more times. Last time, that left ankle keeps flexed, so that's easy to forget. And in. Oh, doggy. And release. Bend your knees. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, open the right hip, and just take your left knee towards you. Just take your hands behind the left thigh bone, or you can even grab your left shin and just draw it all in, getting a nice stretch in your hips. Yeah, keep the right thigh bone reaching away from the earth up to the sky and get a nice stretch in your hips. Big full breath here. Oh, yummy. That should feel really yummy. And release. Let's change sides. Crossing your left ankle over your right thigh. Draw your knees towards your chest. You can grab the back of your right thigh or grab your right shin. You can take the top of the pelvis back and lift your chest. You know, that gets into your core a little bit more.
But get a big stretch in your left hip, however you choose to do it. Whatever you need to do to get to that stretch too is going to be different for all of us. Yeah. And release. Take your arms to T, slide your bum to the left, lift your knees and drop them to the right, getting a nice twist in your spine. And when you get there, just take a few big full breaths with your eyes closed. Make sure your chin is tipped toward your chest, not up, because I want a nice long neck spine. And then make your way back to center. I like to move my bum to the right, lift my knees, drop to the left. So you get a nice perpendicular spine. And then you really open up your heart and taste the experience of the moment. Make sure your chin is tipped down. Then make your way back to center. Lift your bum, just kind of shake, shake, shake your bum. And then reach your sit bones away from your shoulders and toward the heels. And then lower your spine, like you're just kind of tipping right into the sit bones. Then take your arms, palms up beside you, walking your shoulder blades together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth as you release your legs right into a Shavasana, allowing yourself 2 minutes of total relaxation and take rest.
Start rolling your wrists and your ankles. Inhale, extend your arms up over your head. Exhale through your mouth. Draw your knees to your chest. And roll to your right side. Just be there for a moment. And make your way to a seat on your mat. And bring your palms together to your heart center. And a gesture of an attitude of commitment to your intention to live today as if it's your last. The light in me honors that light in you. Namaste. Let me just turn off the recording, ladies, before we chat.